Kia ora. Welcome, welcome to Cup of Tea and a Yarn. I'm Jill, found on Ravelry and Instagram as Tea and a Yarn.
And I'm Kylie. I'm Crafty Mama on Instagram and Ravelry.
We had planned to get together this week again, but fortunately Auckland had a bit of a setback and all of the things that I was coming up to for work were cancelled. So yeah, we're Zooming again.
Yep. We've had a couple of setbacks. Auckland. We've had a couple of lockdowns that you've managed to stay out of, Jill.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Lucky you. The Bombays, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Cool. Well, I've got quite a few finished things, and I know you've got something, and I've been casting on a bit, and I've actually started a crochet project that I'm kind of making up, and I'm really liking it.
Cool.
Yeah. So who would like to go first?
Oh, well, I want to hear about this crochet project, so I think you should go first.
Okay, so we do what I'm working on. This is like what I'm working on all the time. I've been doing it, I won't say all the time, but I've only just started it the weekend. And I'm using, like I've got all of these balls of, what do you call them, magic balls, you know, like just tied together with the magic knots with scraps and stuff. And for a while I was wondering what to do with all my scraps, because I've got about 4 blankets, you know, I've got another one on the go, so I didn't really want another blanket. So I'm making a jersey.
Very nice.
And I really like how it kind of is. I'm just started on the sleeve there, but
it's so fun.
It is fun. And I've got this idea that I'm going to knit the rib there, and these sleeves I'm not going to do any shaping, so they'll just go down. Then I'll do a knit cuff.
Yep.
And then I'll just do I think I might do a knit collar as well.
I think that's a great idea. Because the crocheted ribbing is so bulky, isn't it?
Well, and I do think that the knitting rib is better. I think it looks nicer, and also it will pull it in a bit.
Yep.
It's kind of boxy. And yeah, so like when I held it up there, it didn't look very long, but it's actually quite long. And you know, shade will grow as well, so it'll be it'll probably go to my hip bone. And so if I then put a good rib on it, puff it up a bit, up to my waist. Yeah, but I'm really liking it, and it's so fast.
I can imagine. To me, that's like a sort of a hang about the house, comfy.
Oh no, this is out, definitely. This will be, I'll be wearing this to work.
Oh, awesome.
If it works how I think it's going to work, definitely. I'm thinking in the winter it would be cool. I've got like it's not is it denim? It's a kind of a light denim skirt that I made. I think look really cool with tights. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes, and I've also got a couple of black skirts. I think it would go really good with tights. Yeah, so that's what I'm really excited about that at the moment, and I'm really liking that. I'm enjoying the crocheting.
Yeah,
because I didn't really have anything crocheting on the go, so yeah, that's my exciting project.
That's awesome, and I love that it's your pattern. Like you just doing.
I did it. I think knitting's helped because it's a raglan construction.
Yep.
And so now knowing how that works from, you know, knitting other things, it's been quite kind of easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that what is even easier with the crochet is you just take the hook out and try it on.
Yes. Yes, that's so true.
Yeah, and so the first, like I did do the raglan a little bit too deep to start with, so I just unpicked a few rows, and you know, and there we go. There's no splitting for sleeves. Was just like, oh, I'll just miss all of those out, and off I go again.
fantastic.
Stitches on hold or worrying about dropping things. So from that point of view, it's very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, as I say, I'm doing it on a number 4mm hook, which is my usual. Really, I just on that.
And fingering weight yarn.
Yeah, so it's all sock yarn.
Yep.
Yeah, different types. So some of it's just like wool and merino. I mean, wool and nylon. I'm not quite sure what wool. So, for instance, that I know that this green here is a one of those crazy Zaba balls.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And here there about there's 4 rows of that. But then there's also some of this green glitter, which I'm making my socks out of now. And there's some of my quite nice merino in here. I just started here. Last time we talked and I showed you my shawl, my triangle shawl, there's some of that in there.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's some really nice merino and just some like sock yarn, but it's all wool of some description. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. What else are you working on? What knitting are you?
My knitting? I started I have an idea of making cowls at the moment. I don't know this cowl thing going on. So this is I think it's called the Selbu cowl. I'll just double check. But it's by Skein Knits. Yeah, so I'm looking at my phone. I've just got a new phone and I don't know where things are on it. And I hope classes on either. So
you're not going to win that one, Jill.
I'm not, no. Anyway, Selbu, I think it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's probably not as, like the colours I picked probably don't pop as much as they should. So it's a colour work cowl.
Yep. It's really, really pretty.
Yeah. This is some merino. I think it's like just New Zealand merino off the shelf kind of stuff. This one is I think it's a Kiwiana one, merino, which I've had in my stash for a very long time. And and you can tell, I've used it for a few things and then gone, no, it doesn't work, and pull it out. And, you know, I'm frogging when things don't work. Yeah, just gone through the first repeat, and so I've got another 2 repeats of that to do.
Nice. So it'll be a nice deep cowl.
Yeah. Let's see how far. Maybe I'll see how it goes.
Yeah. You could do a matching hat.
Yeah, the hat's actually, you can see. No, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be in sport weight.
Yep.
I'm doing and on a bigger needle, but I'm doing 4-ply. A smaller needle because I'm quite a loose knitter. But it's nice and easy, like the floats aren't really long.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. You could actually do the hat in reverse.
Oh.
Just so that it's not too matchy-matchy.
Yeah. I don't actually know if I'll wear it. It might become a gift.
Right.
And am I still going? I've also
keep going. What else are you working on?
Another pair of socks. So I said about my glittery yarn. So some nice. Can you see the glitter in that?
Oh, beautiful! Yeah, so glittery.
It's like a regular one or something like that.
Is that is blues as well as greens?
No, just greens. It's just different.
Just greens.
Just different type of green. Yep. Yeah, and lots of glitter.
So, and you've split it so that you can knit it 2 at a time, I assume? Yeah,
because I'd started another sock pattern with this and I'd made a mess of it because it was a lacy one. So I pulled it out. Hence why some of this nice glittery one is now in my jersey that I'm making.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I had 70 grams and I just wanted to make sure that...
That's plenty.
Yeah, I wasn't going to run out. And because I'm doing top down, because I'm following the pattern, it says top down with a heel flap and gusset, and I didn't want to run out. It always makes me nervous going from that way. Like I know that if I go from the toe, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. I know. Right. I'm a real toe up sort of person.
Yeah. So
for that very reason.
outside my comfort zone. My second one like this outside my comfort zone. So it's like, okay. This one is there was a mystery sock from the Secret Sock Society. The designer's an Australian designer that sells them. So I bought a package of 6. So she releases one every 6 weeks or something.
Yep.
So this was number 1. I'm saying I'm following the pattern, not really, because it's can you see that it's all twisted? What you call it?
Twisted rib. Yep.
Yeah, it's not quite twisted rib. It's got cables.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Except
I'm gonna look right in. Oh yes, that's beautiful.
Except there's no way I was going to be cabling all the way around with a cable needle. So I'm doing fake cable thing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I would do the same.
And it's got a ribbed heel flap, which is a bit different too.
Yep.
And so I've just turned the heel and I'm just decreasing the gusset bit and off onto the foot.
Very good.
Yeah. And she's already released the next one. So I'm a bit behind, but there's no pressure to keep up or anything like that. Yeah. So that's that one.
Maybe you could just do the odd socks.
Yeah, maybe.
Do 1 and 3 and 5.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. So the one that came out just yesterday, I was like, it's kind of plain. So maybe
there you go.
Yeah, it should go quickly. I could do that toe up and it's just around the cuff that's got a bit of something going on.
Right.
Yeah. Apparently she got this one with something about gum trees with the cables.
Well, it's very appropriate to knit it with sparkly green yarn then.
Well, I think so too.
Yeah.
My mum was admiring the yarn, so she's like, "Oh, they're nice. Who are they for?" And because when I saw her, they're just this much, and it looks really tiny, but they stretch a lot because
they stretch. Yeah.
Yeah, really stretchy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll offer her them, I think.
You don't save them up for Christmas and birthdays and Mother's Day and stuff like that?
I've got 2 pairs sitting there ready for gifts.
Right.
But yeah, I know. I think Mum might deserve it soon. So yeah.
Fair. Yes. Yeah.
And it's her birthday this weekend, so they're not going to be this weekend.
Perfect. Perfect.
My last knitting is I picked up again I kind of got onto, after doing this one, kind of got onto a whole the colour work kind of thing going on.
Yep.
Yeah, so I picked up my Page of Wands cowl, which was a knit along that I did.
I love this one.
Yeah.
I think it's so beautiful.
So it's I've done quite a lot. It grows really fast. So since last time I spoke to you, I've done from here up. So I've done
beautiful.
So I've just started section 3. Yeah. I'm deciding whether I'll do the whole thing or whether I'll chicken out halfway and so just
do a shorter one.
Cowl, yeah. Which is probably more like what I will do. What I do like about this is because it's my hand spun, so that's why it's got like weird bits in it. But and I'm really liking how it's knitting up. And it's
beautiful.
Hand spun that is thin.
It's going to be so warm.
Yeah, it will be really warm. But also might become a gift as well to somebody who lives in a cooler climate than me.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's all what I'm needling and hooking at the moment.
I haven't been hooking this week.
Yeah, you haven't?
No hooking this week. Only knitting. So you might have seen, I don't know if I was working on these last time we chatted, but these are just itty bitty baby socks.
Oh, cool.
So they're actually, it's a ball of Regia Baby Smiles. This is not the ball, but this is an example because I wanted to show you how super cute and sweet these are, these little balls. They're 25 grams of baby baby soft yarn. That's compared to a 100 gram. Isn't that the sweetest little thing?
That's cute.
I really love these, and I struggle to not buy one of these when I go to Ribbon Rose because they sell them and there's always a new colour. And I've got 2 nephews. One already, he's just turned 6 months, and my other nephew is due at the end of the month, so he's still cooking. But this is for my 6-month-old nephew for winter. But these socks will actually fit him for hopefully till he's 2, maybe even 3. They're tube socks, no heel.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I used to knit these tube socks for Scarlett in particular because she's really skinny. And so they're just a 2x2 rib, 48 stitches, 2x2 rib, and that way the heel can go where it goes, and it's got a toe at the end, and I'm actually doing them opposite.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
How do you like weigh it so you do like half and half?
Yeah, I like this. So the ball is 25 grams. That's like not even 10 grams. It's there'll be plenty.
Yeah.
I was quite nervous when I started for that reason, but like I kept weighing it and I'm like, this ball of yarn is not getting smaller. What's going on, or not much smaller. But so yes, that's my handbag knitting right now, and it's super fun, and it's not going to take me much longer, as you can see. But handbag knitting, so I don't knit on it. That's when I'm waiting at the doctor's and waiting for children. But I've got another pair of socks on the needles. This is my first March Madness.
Oh, yes.
Sock. And it is...
Oh, that's pretty.
I can't remember the name of the pattern. But it's got beading. Hang on, let's see.
Actual beads in it.
Beads, yeah. So that's smocking. Have you done smocking before?
Yeah.
It's I actually really don't enjoy smocking, so whatever. And I learnt a very valuable lesson about putting beads on. The first couple of flowers that I put the beads on, the beads I chose were a bit round and they're not sitting very well. And then the next time round, I've just done one. I'll turn it over because that's actually better colouring. I chose more sort of squarish beads and they're sitting really well.
Ah, yes.
But I am definitely not ripping that back because I have 2 weeks to do it, and that's 2 days worth of
gosh, that's a
work.
Very intricate sock.
Very intricate. I will have to we'll link to the pattern. But it actually won't be available for purchase for 6 months anyway because it's exclusive to the Sock Madness group. The yarn I adore. This is...
I was going to say it kind of looks like a lot like your kind of yarn there.
Yeah. This is, what is it? Primrose Yarn. I actually really wanted to knit these out of a Kiwi designer, but I know it's hard to believe, but I didn't have anything in my stash that I wanted to use on socks. Yeah. So it's Primrose Yarn Company.
Yeah.
And I thought that was an Aussie company, and when I actually looked it up, it's a US company. So there you go. But I bought it in Australia from my old one, and it's called Glow Bowling. Like cool. It's just fabulous.
It is. Love it.
It's even got a bit of like apricot and it's got all my colours in it. And I love the way it's knitting up. It's swirling. I'm getting that swirl of that yellow all the way around. So I'm going to have a swirl of yellow down my leggies. Oh, and these also have to be, is it fraternal? They've got to be opposite socks as well. So yeah, left and right are opposite. So
actually that's what they said about those ones with my pretend cable.
Oh yes, do the cable the other way.
Yeah, but I didn't.
I have to say, I was half thinking that when you showed it to me, and then I was like, no, you're knitting two at a time. That would be a special kind of madness. So something you guys haven't seen is I have started on its Jupiter crop.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. It's 100% color work. It's color work all the way down. I've never done a 100% color work thing before. I've only ever done yolks. So
wow,
I've done the yoke and the sleeves. So I could actually put it on and show you. I haven't done this. Because I just kind of jumped to the other project. Oh, it's a bit tight. Just at the back.
oh, nice. That's so cool.
It is really, really pretty.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with it. The fit is perfect. I've got lip gloss on. That's like a knitter's. I'm going to be doing that for the rest of the episode now. But anyway, I'm loving it.
Yes.
Sorry, a bit of a boob shot, but yeah.
That's so cool. It looks exactly like that. You pick the same colours even.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. Very, very similar.
Yeah. I remember when she released it, isn't this one that's something to do with her
Rooster?
Rooster, yeah.
Yes. So I'm Crazy Chicken Lady. So when she released a pattern that was inspired by her rooster, I didn't even think twice. I just jumped on it. I'm going to be doing that for a while. Yeah, because I'm Crazy Chicken Lady. I even have a chicken tattoo on my feet. I don't know if you've seen that, but anyway.
No, I haven't.
When we were living in Brisbane, we had 3 chickens and 3 baby chickens, which we actually raised from eggs. And they had a very sad demise, which involved our dogs. But only a few months later, we moved to Melbourne, and we got 7 chickens in Melbourne. So we had a lovely, lovely flock, and it was very sad to get rid of them when we moved. And we haven't been able to replace them because we're in a rental here. So, yeah.
But they live outside. They live outside, don't they?
They do live outside, yes. Mostly. And look, we're in a rental. If we had them, I would not let them inside. But in Melbourne, we had sort of an indoor-outdoor area, and the couches that are right here, my leather couches, were actually in this indoor-outdoor area, and the chickens would come and sit with me on the couch, and they were quite tame. Yeah, I just love chickens. I had a pig once upon a time as well, so I'm a real sort of, and I've never lived on a farm. I'm a city slicker. So anyway, I digress. The only other thing I'm working on is my fade.
Oh,
Find your fade.
Right, yes. Oh yeah, cool. Oh, you're doing well, eh? It's growing a lot.
That's the first colour. Pollen, I think. And then the next one is Harvest. And then this one, I can't remember what it's called. But it's very simple, easy, mindless knitting. And I was quite ill last week with tonsillitis, and I actually didn't knit for 2 days. That my children were like, Mummy's really sick because she's not knitting. And after 2 days, this was all I could knit on. And so that it was actually really good to have this then.
You've done quite a lot though, because last time it just looked the size of a bikini.
It was, yeah. It was just, I'd only done this bit then. Yeah. So, yeah.
Can you hear the noise behind me? My partner's making dinner and he's making such a racket.
Oh, How lucky to have your partner making dinner.
He's banging around in the kitchen just to prove he's doing stuff, I think.
Bang, 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 bang. He's actually ordered pizza. Oh dear. But I might show. I'll keep going with my little show and tell for the moment, unless you're sick of listening to me.
Go for it.
Because I have one sad, one finished object. Socks.
Good. But, you know, you only had one sock last time we talked.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I've knit a whole one, and they're man size, so that's like, these are like 90-gram socks. So
that's like 2 pairs of socks, really.
1.5. Yeah. So yeah.
Cool. They look good. Like those are the perfect ones, eh?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. I didn't really talk about my yarns with my other stuff. Oh well, too bad. I'll talk about it next time because I'll probably still be working on them.
Interesting. With your Jupiter one, is that a woolly yarn or is it like a merino?
This is actually Bohemia Outlaw, which is Outlaw Bohemia Sport, 45% Polworth, 45% alpaca, and 10% possum. So it will be warm.
Be really warm.
It will be warm, yeah. I actually think, I wish I was an overall wearer because I think this would look so cute under a pair of overalls, don't you reckon?
Definitely.
Yeah, but I'm not going to become an overall wearer. That's just not me. So.
I'd quite like to be an overall wearer, but overalls don't suit me.
No, it's like beanies. I'm not really a beanie wearer. But yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm really proud of this.
Yeah, I know.
I just love the feather section. Look at that bit with the teal.
Because how many colours were you doing together?
Oh, that's the other thing, yeah. So where these overlap, that's actually sections of colour work with 3 colours. So
it's pretty intense.
It is intense. It's quite an intense jumper, but we'll see. And I don't normally do the sleeves first before the body. I normally do the body, but I would like to maximise. I'd like to use all of this. So I thought I'll do the sleeves and then I can just make the body as long as possible because it's a crop and I'm short-waisted, so a crop always looks long on me. But if it's going to be long, I would like to make it as long as possible. Yeah.
Cool. I have got a few finished things.
Good. Well done, you. You can carry the show. I've noticed what you're wearing, yes. It is beautiful.
I finished my tongue-tied by Poison Girls, and it is in Purple Sprouting After the Ball merino. I think it's merino nylon, maybe. The super one, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
There is just a little mistake across there, but you know, I'll just point it out so then no one else can point it out. Just where I picked up my stitches, I've done a bit funny on the netty bit.
No one will notice.
But I didn't have as much yarn as I was supposed to have. I was a little bit short, but what I did was I used a different yarn for this bit on the cuff, and I went as far as I could. So if I stand up, you'll see that it's very cropped, but there's my natural waist, so it's not too
so pretty.
Yeah.
And you can't tell that the cuffs are not meant to be that colour.
I did think, because I kind of went, I've got a little nugget left. Will I unpick them and do them again? I thought, no, I can't be bothered.
No, I really like it.
Yeah. And Andrew said, it'd be nice if the sleeves were a little bit longer, but they're as long as they were supposed to be. So what I didn't do was here. That's my term for boob shot. Here, there's this little triangle of garter.
Yep.
You can see it, and it was supposed to have the same here on the sleeves, and I did it about 4 times, and I just couldn't get it right, so I just didn't do it. Yeah, so
That's all right.
The sleeves, yeah, but I really like it. It goes really well with 2 of my skirts, so
Bonus.
yeah, it is. So
I've started thinking I should start making skirts to go with my knits.
Yes, definitely.
Mm.
It's the way to go.
Yeah.
I love that in the winter, wearing like all homemade stuff, like, you know, yeah, homemade skirt and top to go with it. Really.
Yep.
So yes, that's part of my because it was purple sprouting, I've decided that's part of my Kiwi summer cacao.
Oh yeah, this was for my Kiwi summer cacao, but it didn't get me.
No. That's right.
But I was thinking maybe we should go into like an autumnal
cow.
autumnal inspired cacao.
Yeah.
Just fits that perfectly, right?
That's right. I finished some other things as part of my Kiwi summer cacao as well.
Cacao. Yep.
Cacao. These are my Sassy Socks, which are on man-made fiber sock, and these were again different for me because they were top down with a heel flap and gusset, which was this is where I've pinched the pretend cable pattern instruction from, because it has the pretend cable and it's got this little kind of like paw prints.
I thought it looked like paw prints actually. Yeah, so
that's Sassy Socks. I loved this yarn to knit with.
Really?
It was just beautiful. And
have you knit with it before?
Yeah, I've made a few things with it. So I've made a couple of things with man-made fiber yarn, and yeah, really nice. It's got nylon in it, but it's just so soft yarn. But yeah, it's really nice, and it's kind of when you're knitting, you know, it's kind of round.
Yep.
So it doesn't split so much, which was handy when I was doing this little bit here.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why that cable-y bit is standing out so nicely, because it's a really round construction. Yeah.
Yes. So I really, really liked it. So there we go. That's my
well done.
And my last one, because I've done another one, is I have finished my mini cat squares pillow. So this is a design by Pony McTate.
Yep.
Yeah, so which is up the Coromandel somewhere. So a New Zealand designer. The actual squares themselves, you can either have a paid for pattern or you can get the free instructions off her blog.
Oh, that's awesome. I've noticed that a lot with crochet designers. Yeah.
So I noticed looking at it the other night is I put 2 the same next to each other, which is really annoying. So these are the same, but never mind. And we're not sure about this greeny kind of calf shit coloured cat here.
Calf shit coloured. Do you know what? My mum had a car that colour.
Really?
It's the 80s Datsun colour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think all the others are kind of normal kind of cat colours.
Yeah.
Once I sat down and put my mind to it, it didn't take long at all.
Good.
So, yeah.
Do you know what? I want to love cats to make that, but I don't love cats. So I don't hate cats. They make me sneeze.
Oh, me too.
Oh.
So I think I just used as it's kind of a prickly yarn for the back, and one I've done around here, and I think it might be a skeins one. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, but then the rest is all different ones. So she recommends to use proper wool so that will block out well, because the squares are more rounded and then you block them quite harshly.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's all that. Some of it is got, I think I had some of my hand spun in here.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I love that pillow.
That's cool. I'm really glad. And it's like, God, why did I put it off for so long finishing it? You know, I started it last year.
Yeah.
Forever to finish. But yes, so that was my other finished project.
It's so cute. Have you got a special spot for it to go?
It's in the lounge.
In the lounge room.
Got another pillowcase in the lounge that's got this ginger cat sipping on some, I don't know, Coca-Cola or something, bubbles. Yeah, so it sits with that one.
Is that crocheted as well?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's just a printed one.
Oh, right, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
Well,
because that sounds amazing too.
Well, it's got the crochet blanket on the couch and the crochet blanket on the other chair. It's like, and now I've got the crochet cushion. I think that's enough crocheting in the lounge.
Yeah. You don't want to lose yourself when you sit down.
No, or lose what you're making. And
yes, even worse.
Sit down and can't find my jersey because it's in all the crochet. When you wear it, it'd be like camouflage. Just
you could ET, sit in there and kind of. Oh dear, Andrew would lose you.
He would.
Have you done any shopping, Jill?
I have, not as much as you do. You have, so
I haven't done much.
Then you can hold court after that.
All right.
I've been shopping on the Facebook page again.
Samesies.
That people destash. And I really like it. I like being able to help people.
Yes.
Rid of their stash.
Yeah. But you know, a lot of the times I think people, like I know some people sell it because like they might have a medical something coming up and, well, oh my goodness, I need some money.
Yeah.
I need to get rid of some stash. So you probably genuinely are helping people because I mean, I actually every now and again think about selling stuff on there and I just think, I just don't need the money enough. To part with my pretties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not yet, anyway.
No.
Not at this moment in life.
No, but maybe I will.
Yeah. So you could like think of it as an investment. This is like your bank account behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think then the only thing would be then you'd want someone to buy it when you were ready to sell it. That would be.
This is true.
Yeah. The thing.
Anyway. Show me what you got.
Yes. So what I do like about helping people with their stashes, you get to buy things that are not made anymore.
Yes.
So, Little Red was a New Zealand dyer who has since stopped dyeing, and I've had quite a few of hers, and I really like them. So I saw this one, and it was just so pretty.
That is really gorgeous.
More turquoise than it looks on the camera there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very turquoisey rather than blue.
That's so pretty. I've scored a couple of hers secondhand as well. Mm-hmm. And it is really beautiful to knit with. So
it is a sock yarn, so it's merino and nylon. Mm-hmm. Okay, 75-25. I was going to say 80-20 because that's what they usually are. This is 75-25. Mm-hmm. And it's very pretty.
That'll be really good for socks then.
And also, you get 425 meters, so you get an extra little bit.
Bonus.
Which I like, yes. So there'll be some left over to go into some scrappy thing somewhere.
You could probably almost get 2 pairs of socks out of that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe with contrasting heels and toes.
Oh yeah, that means afterthought heels, which
Not necessarily. No,
really.
not necessarily.
We could do like little ankly socks, eh?
Yeah, 2
Like
pairs of ankle socks.
what do you call those ones? Rose City rollers, maybe
Yep.
a couple of pairs of those. Yeah, maybe. My other one I've got is this one, and this is it's by someone called Fibery, which I've never heard of.
Yep. She's in Australia. She's in Tasmania, I think.
Oh yeah, so it does say Australia at the and this is also a sock yarn. This one is also 75.25. There you go. Not as uncommon as I thought, because I've got two skeins of it now. And this is Australian merino. And let's see, in the camera,
it reminds me of a rose garden.
yeah, so it's probably more greeny than is showing.
Yep.
Yeah, and probably more reddy than it is pink. If that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so that was my purchases. Right.
Very good.
Do with them. I just liked them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did I've got two. Well, it was all from the same person, but one purchase was just because I liked it, and the other was I actually purchased with something in mind. So this was, I got some. I call it R&W because I can't say it. Vulmize. Yeah, I love.
Oh, it's got a little goldy bit at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I have a little stash of Vulmize. This is like my Vulmize stash that I got for like $10 a skein.
Wow.
When I'm trying to remember the name. But anyway, I have a little bit of Vulmize, and I've got another one that I'm thinking I can probably fade this with. And then like
yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
So it's sort of unintentional but intentional purchasing because it's expanding the possibilities in my stash.
That's right, yes.
Have I justified it enough?
Yeah, totally. You don't need to justify it at all.
No. So I rescued that skein, and then I rescued these ones. Now this is Malabrigo. So firstly, sorry, there's a silver.
Yeah.
And like a teal.
I saw this.
Well, I grabbed it. But they're only 50 gram skeins. It's Malabrigo Silky Merino, 51% silk, 49% merino wool, 50 grams, about 150 yards. I am going to knit, though there's I won't pull it out. I was going to pull it out and show you the pattern, but in my Star Wars book, some mitts with Star Warsy motifs. I'm trying to remember, but it's the end of the workday, and my
is it R2D2 or TIE Fighters?
I think it's the TIE Fighters. The TIE Fighters. For my son. Yeah. And it's actually there's matching mitts and hat, and I had sort of thought I'll definitely use the silver with, and I think I'll use that one maybe. But I'm wondering if I can get away with doing the hat with the other one and one of these, or mixing them, stripes maybe, I don't know. And Silky Merino is probably way too good for that, but it was a bargain, and I was rescuing them.
So talking about, before you move on, the wool might, what's it called? Malabrigo, eh? So did you hear that Knit and Stitch have got a big sale on their Malabrigo at the moment?
They do have a sale on their Malabrigo. Yes. I did see, and I went and had a little look, but I didn't buy any. Did you buy some?
No, I didn't. I looked as well. Then luckily I was interrupted with work.
Phew!
In my wallet.
I was looking in particular at the Rios, because that's a heavy DK worsted sort of weight. I really love Rios makes a perfect baby Milo as a gift. Yeah. But none of the colours jumped out at me, so I went, that's okay, I'll just shelve that idea. And I really don't need more. So yeah, I think the sale's still on though.
I only just started the other day before.
Yeah, because she's getting a new shipment in, I think. That's why she's having the sale. So, yeah. That would have been nice to visit if you came up, Jill.
Yeah, it would have. Really nice. Oh, I tell you, I've ordered some needles as well.
Oh, what needles?
I've got some higher.
Ooh.
I got them from Nana Cindy, and they're the ones that you like for sock knitting or for and you get 3 of them. Yep. They've got bendy in the middle, but they're not bent, they're just bendy.
Yeah, just that tiny little section.
Yeah. So I was watching somebody's podcast.
Yep.
And they were using them.
Right.
Who was I watching? Oh, Craft House, I think she's called.
Okay.
Lady in the UK she does quite nice things. I think she was using them. I thought, oh, okay, I'll have a go at those. So I've got those on order too.
Very nice. Did you get some yarn from Nana Cindy too?
No, I didn't. No, I just went with the needles.
Very good. Cheaper postage usually when you order just needles.
Yeah.
The postage, for those of you outside of New Zealand, the postage in New Zealand is actually within New Zealand is actually very reasonable, and you can get New Zealand Post as opposed to Australia Post. They have a skein sized envelope that you get. When I got here, and the first skein I ordered, of course, came in a skein-sized plastic package. I was like, what is this magic that New Zealand has invented? And it actually was something that really excited me when I came here. It's, it's the small things, isn't it?
It is. Fantastic.
Yes, and it's like $3.40 to post a skein of yarn. It's like it was designed by knitters.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I interrupted you on your
no,
here's what I've got things.
I got a couple of books. One of the ladies in our group over ordered somehow. You remember Sue? Somehow Sue ordered 2 books twice.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how she did it. We had a 2-meter away sort of outside discussion about things, and I didn't actually. Anyway, she so she had extras and was like, "Are you interested in these books?" And they are beautiful books, so I bought them off her. So this was a bit opportunistic, and I haven't really had a good chance to look through them. But the Spinner's Book of Fleece.
Oh.
I
think I've looked at that one online.
They're both. Neither of these are cheap books. They're quite. They're really beautiful books and like full of gorgeous photography, and there's like Lincoln and how to spin Lincoln in particular fleeces. It is an American book, so it's mostly American breeds. But that's okay. There's there's Romney and there's Wensleydale. I always think of Wallace and Gromit. Not the Wensleydale. Jeez, Gromit. But it's got like Scottish blackface, which I've never even heard of before. Shetland, Icelandic. And yeah, it's got so like.
Yeah, cool.
lots of different, that's sort of the table of contents. But
That's
yeah,
along with your course that you've been doing then.
it does go a lot with my course. So even to the point where, like, this sort of thing that they have made, this is what I am making for my course, and I'm looking through it going, oh, familiar.
Oh.
So that's a really beautiful book. I will be, look at that. I was reading this at breakfast this morning, so that's a good breakfast book.
Yeah.
Oh, and that is by Beth Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, really beautiful book. Now this one is called The Big Book of Fibery Rainbows, and I just couldn't go past that book.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
By Susie Brown.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Arlene Thayer, possibly. I really haven't looked at this book at all. But it is like,
Susie Brown's like, you know,
she's Kiwi.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's a Magic-Craft lady, isn't she?
I think so, yeah. She's got the Thingy Studio magazine. Do you get that?
The which magazine?
She releases a magazine, I think 3 or 4 a year.
Oh, no, I don't get that.
Studio. I'll send you the link. I'll put the link in for everyone else as well. But yeah, it's cool.
So, yeah. Oh, look at this. This just makes me happy.
That's pretty.
This has done that.
Oh.
She made it herself. It wasn't quite as sparkly. It was probably more like that.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Real Rojabiv rainbow. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this book. I don't even know if I will particularly get a huge amount out of that book, because it does look like it's got a lot of art yarn sort of stuff in it, which I don't have a huge amount of interest in. I know Sue is doing the correspondence course that has the art yarns in it, so I think that's why she bought it. But I just thought it was beautiful. And
good for inspiration, eh?
Oh, 100%.
For colour inspiration.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, I don't know if you find this, but I'm really drawn to rainbows. And I buy these fluffy rainbows or make these fluffy rainbows, and then I don't know what to do with them next.
Yeah.
So that was more what I had in mind. Like, I actually have some of almost that exact thing in my stash that Jan and I bought at Fibertron last year, or the year before. The year before. And it's still sitting in my cupboard, just being beautiful. And because I'm a little bit afraid to just make a muddy mess of it. So if that teaches me how to spin a rainbow, I will be happy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's getting to be more spinning weather as well now.
Yeah.
I like that it's cooler in the evenings.
Autumn is my favourite.
Yeah, same.
Season. And I always thought growing up, I'm born in autumn. I'm an autumn baby, so that's why I love autumn. But I think, it's just, it makes me happy.
Yeah, same.
Autumn makes me happy. And like the other day when we went into lockdown, and the thing to do around here, because we have a lake, is to go walking every day in lockdown. And you see just so many people walking around here in lockdown. And the first day of lockdown was the last day of February, and there was crunchy leaves already.
Yeah.
And I was so happy.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I think next time we might have a look at because we need to wrap up the Kiwi Summer cacao.
Yes.
Yes. So I know that we've had a few people put things on Instagram. So I had a look the other day. So we'll have a bit of a draw thing. If there might not be people to have a draw and everyone gets a prize. But I've got that, and I forgot to grab it with me, but I've got that Ahuri possum and merino yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I won't use because of the possum thing.
Wonderful. I was actually thinking about donating a couple of patterns.
Very cool.
Kiwi designed patterns.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Excellent. There you go. And I've got some like Kiwi yarn stitch markers as well. So yeah, we've got a bit of a prize pool. So
wonderful.
Yeah, maybe everybody will get something.
Maybe.
Just remember to do the taggy
cool.
thing, or email or message or something. Let me know.
Yeah.
And then I'll pop your name in.
All right. Well, will we leave it open till, what's the date? The 9th of March. Maybe till next time we podcast.
Yeah, so 2 weeks.
It'll be in about 2 weeks.
Yeah. So another 2 weeks, and then it's finished. Then we just have to decide that really summer has finished, because we're talking about autumn.
Well, I mean, maybe we should do a jumper along, or
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe some suggestions below if you have an idea. What do you want to knit next? But always, maybe we could do an Aussie Kiwi thing.
Yeah.
Now that we've got...
They do that thing. I did that one time, that they did the Kiwi and Aussie pattern designer make along. We do once a year. I can't remember what it's called, but that's quite a cool one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe we should do a Kiwi Aussie thing.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to think. And perhaps for prizes, I could offer up some Aussie yarn.
Ooh. Oh, and I have some Aussie yarn as well now.
Oh, there you go.
If I don't use it.
Hard to get your hands on, is it, actually? Oh, funny.
Bit of Bendigo stuff, or I really like the one from, I don't know if it is from Tasmania, but I know I went to the place in Tasmania that they do that really delicious yarn. It's gosh, I forgot what it's called now. Is it blue gum? I'm trying to think. Not blue gum, but something.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. We'll think about it another time.
Yeah.
Not important right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
I'm done. Are you done?
I'm done. Yeah, I now have to go make dinner.
Oh, mine's made.
I know. Well, because my husband's actually got my son at soccer practice at the moment, so they'll be home very soon, and we'll be very hungry. Because my husband uses it as an opportunity for him to run the oval as well. And they will both be hungry and stinky.
Maybe you should be ordering pizza.
He has soccer practice 2 days a week, so it's Tuesday and Thursdays. Depending on how I'm feeling on Tuesday, we either have takeaway Tuesday or Thursday, but I had enough energy to make something. I made shepherd's pie.
Oh, cool.
But it does need the finishing touches before I chuck it in the oven.
I'll let you get to it, and I'll go relax and do mine.
Yeah. Have a lovely week, Jill.
Thanks, and you too.
Yeah, and everyone else out there.
Yeah. So, ka kite.
Yeah. See you later. See you later, mate. Bye.